Start recording. Okay, excellent. So welcome to our new ambassador training. If you have any questions as we go through these things, just shout out. Or if you feel more comfortable collecting them till the end, feel free to do so too. I want to make sure that you're aware of all of your benefits so that you can take advantage of everything that you're eligible for and you can maximize on your ambassadorship. Now, you can attend this training as often as you want to because things do change. We sometimes get additional benefits, and I will adjust our presentation accordingly. Or if you just want to make sure you're still aware of everything, hop on. We'll be doing this every last Thursday of the month. So here we go. This is us. So this is Jack and myself. I know all of you. So you should all know me too. Now, what do we have in our team on a regular basis that you can count on? We have team calls. They are currently on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. We have this ambassador training on the last Thursday of the month at 1 p.m. Eastern. We have our Facebook team page, and if you're not part of that yet, but I do believe you all are, then please request that. We usually run a monthly accountability group and have done so for these last month. And that one is open not only to you, but you can also invite people who have expressed an interest in working on their health to that. I have a boards app that I have a ton of info that's very helpful saved for us under one board. If you don't have that yet, comment in the comment section, in the chat section, and I can send that to you. But first things first, if you haven't done so yet, you may want to set up a direct deposit with Shaklee. There are also a few apps that I find incredibly helpful. One is the Shaklee Share app, and that has tools that we can use in order to share information on products or the business with other people. So this is just tools, social media posts, also product information sheets and that kind of thing that Shaklee has created for us to help us become more knowledgeable and be able to share information with others. It's a free app. You can get it through the App Store. There's another really good app, even more important, and that's the Shaklee Connect app. And that is also a free app that you can get through the App Store. And what it allows you is it basically is your Shaklee account, your back office on your phone. So you can place your own orders on your phone, but you can also, for example, sponsor other people and get them their own account through that app. And then there's the Boards app that I just mentioned. It has things like our Zoom link for this call and for other calls and all sorts of other info that is super helpful. And that is an easy way for me to share it with you. That's also free. Now you also have the opportunity to get your own PWS, that stands for personal website, for $14.95 a month. Shaklee gives it to you free for the first 3 months after you sign up. But after that, you can decide to keep it, or you could cancel it, or you don't ever have to start it. It's up to you. So right now, this has been called My Storefront. You can also, in lieu of that, have your own My Storefront link, which you can set up in your account. And what that does is, if you have a My Storefront link and you share that with any friend who expresses interest in any of our amazing products, and if they purchase through that link, you will automatically be credited with that. And if they, for example, purchase as a member, that member, that friend will be connected to you just by you sharing that My Storefront link. Now, the difference between and that's a free link. You don't have to pay for that at all. You can just set that up for free in your back office. Now, if you decide you rather want the $14.95 option, then that means for $14.95, you get a permanent link that you can figure out a name for, and you can create bundles that you feel are helpful to people to start with or to be on a permanent basis. And then you can then kind of guide them to that bundle, and they can get started with your curated bundle of products that are your favorites. Now, it's also important to know your Shaklee family tree. Who is your upline and who is their upline? So for some of you, I'm your direct upline, and then my direct upline are Sharon and Doug Heasley, and then who is their next upline. Those are the things that are important, and if you have any questions about that, get in touch with me, because if I'm ever not available, this is someone you can get in touch with who will be helpful to you as well. Now, Facebook groups, there is one that I really recommend, and that is the Shaklee Share and Grow Facebook group. If you are not part of that yet, I would recommend you requesting to become part of that. It's a corp-led group. So someone from Shaklee Corp will probably ask you for your ambassador ID. In order to let you into that group. You can only be part of that if you're an ambassador, but it's very, very helpful because that's where they are putting and archiving all the product training recordings. So if we ever have questions on anything, this is where we can go for those recordings that they are always putting out on new product. It's also a place where you can ask questions that are more Shaklee Corporation focused. And then a quick word about tax advantages. By you having your Shaklee business, you have an abundance of tax advantages, and that is whether or not you make a profit or whether you don't, right? So I'm going to have a call on this next Thursday in detail, but if there is something that you think would be beneficial, it would be great for you to jump on. We'll go over that. But you do have a ton of tax advantages, such as every time you try a product for the first time, you can deduct it from your taxes as an ambassador, because as an ambassador, you are expected to try products before you recommend them, right? So let's say you're not making any significant, huge amount of money yet with Shaklee, but you're trying out products and you're buying them for the first time. Even if deducting those would put you into a deficit, a minus, then that would, and you have a spouse that may make income, or you have other income coming in, then that deficit can be deducted from your spouse's income. So it will reduce their tax burden and therefore give you a refund, or you can take that off your other income and also reduce your tax burden that way. So there's a ton of other things, but that is just a very, very broad way of how Shaklee and your ambassadorship can be beneficial. Let's talk about income real quick. So these are the different ranks that Shaklee has and the income associated with it. And these are real income numbers from the tax statements, and they are accurate. So if you decide you want to earn more with Shaklee, let me know and we can see how we get you started and on the right path. Now, at this point, in order to get a bonus check, there's one thing that is required, and that is a purchase of 100 PV by yourself. because Shaklee wants us to be showing a lot of integrity, right? So they expect us to use product before we recommend it to others and tell them how amazing these products are. They want us to experience how amazing they are. So once we purchase a minimum of 100 points of product, we will receive a bonus check. Now that starts at 4% and goes up to 20%. And then when we promote to the first business leader rank at 2,000 points, it actually, once we promote, goes up to 34%. So that's quite significant.
Yeah, no problem. You mean besides chemicals, just
Now, if you're very new, then you also have access to the business boosters that are 30% off retail price for the first 90 days. Let me show that to you, just so you know what I'm talking about.
All right, so what's this?
So within your first 90 days, you can buy any of these packages at 30% off. So there's one for immune health, healthy family and home, best of beauty, medicine cabinet, healthy weight. And what's so great about these is that some of the bundles are bundled in a way that you don't find otherwise on the Shaklee website. You can only purchase one of each of those once, not more than once, but you can purchase any of those once. So for example, the Best of Beauty has the eye treatment in it, which many of the other bundles with Shaklee don't include the eye treatment. So this is a really nice way. And also if you have anybody that you are sponsoring as an ambassador that wants to do the same thing and get extra benefits, you can tell them that they have access to this for 90 days. Now, how do I get back? That's always my challenge. Here we go. Yeah. So after those 90 days, you still have benefits that other members don't have. And those are ambassador loyalty order specials. Let me show you these because I take advantage of these all the time and it makes a huge financial difference. So there are certain bundles that as an ambassador, you will get an extra 10% off. And that really does add up. So here are the bundles. So here, for example, is the Life Plan with pouch. Then there's one called RX for a Healthier Life that has the Nutriferon in it. Here's one bundle with the Nutriferon and the Vivix. And here's a kosher RX for a healthier life. But there's also for people who use the shakes, for example. Oh, and sorry, I forgot one thing. These things, what is amazing about these bundles, and not everybody is aware of that, is if you buy one of these bundles, not only will you get 10% off, but Shaklee will give you a coupon. And for that coupon, you can buy any product up to $100 and you will only be charged $10. Now, how amazing is that? I use my $10 coupon usually on Vivix or something in that price range, and that saves me an additional $70 or so. So it's a really, really amazing, amazing deal. The other thing that is for those that use LifeShake, if you buy any of these, for example, like the Vitalizer and Vivix combination, not only do you get the 10% off, but Shaklee will give you a coupon where you can buy a canister of LifeShake for $10. And they will automatically add those coupons to your account for you to take advantage of. Now, people using the LifeShake, the best way to use the best pricing on the LifeShake is as an ambassador with a LifeShake family pack, because you will also get an additional 10% off when you buy 2 pouches in the family pack. So it drops it from 216 to 165, quite a big difference in savings, right? So if you are using LifeShake, this is one of the helpful things to do. Now these down here, the heart products are also 10% off, and so is Nutriferon, MindWorks, and some of these other single products here for an additional 10% off. If you're looking for a list of this, I have that in our Facebook group under loyalty order specials. And if you have a question, ask me and I'll tag you in it so you can have this next to you whenever you place your order so that you can maximize on your benefits and on your budget. Okay, any questions on that? Okie dokes.
Yeah, I have a question in
Yes.
regard to the storefront. So you get the storefront anyway, even if you, I mean, if you have subscribed to the PWS, does the storefront come with it, or do you get the storefront even without having the PWS?
That's a really, really good question, Martina. So with a My Storefront, if you have the 1495 PWS, that immediately will switch to the My Storefront, where you can create your own bundles, whether it's your own beauty bundle, your own cleaning bundle, a mixture of it all, whatever. And you can name them whatever you want to name those bundles. And you can change them all the time. You could have like a winter wellness bundle. You could have an hop into spring bundle, whatever you want to do and what you want to recommend. Now, if you want to save yourself the $14.95, you can do away with that. What you will do instead is you will create your own My Storefront link, and you will just have a link that will basically allow them to shop at the Shaklee.com website, but have it be connected to you. In that case, you can't customize it, but it will still be backtracked to you. So if somebody uses that link, they will become a member under you or a retail customer or whatever they will choose to, how they want to sponsor in under you. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. Moving on. Incentives. Leadership Summit is coming up June 20 to 21 in Dallas, Texas. Tickets are currently $199, but they will go up after the 31st. You will get a free ticket and a free room for one night when you promote to director. And going to the Leadership Summit is really amazing. And it's, for us, it's a family affair. We go every year and we always, all of us go and we all love it. There is always a trip that one can earn. This coming up year, it's in April to Puerto Vallarta, and we'll be on that. If you're interested in earning that trip for the year after, it's very doable. I didn't realize how doable it is. Then talk to me now, because now is the best time to start planning to be on that trip. What is amazing about these trips is that it's really all included. They just give you a phone number. You call the phone number. It's a travel agency. They just ask you, when do you want to fly out? Who's going? And they do it all for you. You don't have to give them a credit card number, anything, because really everything is included. Food is included once you get there. They have like a welcome banquet, then they have a farewell dinner. You get so spoiled. It's amazing. Benny has already been asking when we're going again, because he doesn't want to miss out on that anymore. Lots of pressure, because he says, when are we going back to a Shaklee trip? So once you've been there, you will want to go again and again and again. And what's so nice about it is to see all these families vacationing together year after year. It's really a lot of fun, and it's so much fun getting to know their children, their relatives, and everyone who's included there. Now, we always have a quarterly incentive that you can earn too. This quarter, we're having these Apple earphones, and that is really an amazing thing that Shaklee is offering that to us as well. If that's something you're interested in, let me know too, and we'll see how we can make that happen. Now, I'm not sure if you all know, but promoting to director has a ton of benefits. Not only do we help people around us, but it also gives us roughly an income of about $900 a month. But the thing that was attracting me the most in the beginning was really that we get director pricing once we moved to that. Meaning, I knew that we were using a lot of product, and that by promoting to director, I could afford a whole lot more product because it became more affordable. It also allows us to earn that trip to Mexico. It also gives us an invitation to the New Leader Conference and allows us to do such things as add a free product to like a friend or client's account, or add free shipping to them. I really, really love that too. The other thing that we get is when we promote to director is we get the opportunity to be in on business leader shipments. That means business leaders get shipped the new products before anyone else does. We've had these new products in our hands now for a while, and it's really amazing to be able to see what Shaklee is adding, because it's always super exciting and very, very helpful products. We also get business leader announcements where they let us know ahead of time what they are working on and what's going on in the company. We get invited to leadership calls. We have a special phone number for business leader support, and we get a gift at the Leadership Summit. So once again, you can earn a free ticket to that summit and a night at the conference hotel, which is about $600 roughly, by promoting to director, business leader. It also will give you access to our business leader group, and it is one step closer to the car bonus, which we just earned our second car bonus. Shaklee, when you earn that, gives you 3 years of car payments, which is really, really nice. So when you earn that dream trip that is available to you at the first business leader rank, that includes airfare, the all-inclusive hotel for up to 2 people, gifts before and on arrival. So it's amazing. They send you a box with all sorts of gifts before you even leave. And then when you get to your hotel rooms, there's more gifts waiting. They have, like I said, that welcome and farewell dinner. They do have some optional exclusive training that was a ton of fun, where you meet a lot of other business leaders from all around the country, and you can share and exchange ideas with them. You get to meet our CEO, Roger Barnett, and he shares his vision for how we can impact the health of so many more. And then, of course, you can have special perks that you earn, like we earned a trip to his private residence in Mexico, where he had drinks for us and people were serving us. And then afterwards, he invited us to a dinner. Now, when I talk about business leader privileges, I want you to be aware of what an advantage it is to be at director pricing and be at business leader. This, for example, shows you the difference in pricing. So at retail price, Vivix, for example, is 107. When you get to business leader, it drops down to 78 from 91 at member pricing. And the Life Shake, for example, goes from retail 109 to member 92, or director pricing is 79. So it is a huge advantage to be able to buy more product at director pricing. And that was one of the things that was most important to me, because I could see how the products were helping Benny and my family so much that I didn't want to have to restrict myself. And that allowed me to give them all the products that they needed to feel their best. Okie dokes, moving on. We've already covered all of that a minute ago. Leadership Summit, this is what to expect. When you promote to director, they have you walk across a stage, you get gifts. You see Jack here had gotten this travel bag, and they recognize you on stage for your achievement. In order to get there, it's simply following this tracker. And this tracker is in your tool section in your back office. And if you need help locating it and making a plan, please reach out. Step one is to tell people about it. If you have had success with your products and your health, tell people about it. I feel it's my responsibility to tell people about it. What they do with it is up to them, but I want people to know that they have options. Today, somebody told me about a product that they were going to add to their healthy natural medicine cabinet. And she said, like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have a whole bunch of things in my natural medicine cabinet. And I was so happy for her, because I looked at her, and at her age, many of her peers will, instead of all these natural remedies, have a ton of medications in their medicine cabinet, right? She didn't have that. She just had some natural remedies that are helping her. And how amazing is that, not to be dependent on that medication? So share what you've learned so that others can just be in as good health and can be helped to improve their health as well. Also introduce it to people with excitement. And what have you tried, and how is it helping you? And then share your story. Why are you wanting to build a business? It's not just because of the products, because then you just be a member. So what is it? What benefits are you getting from your ambassadorship that others could benefit from too? For me, for example, it was I wanted to stay home with Benny and be able to help him and support him as much as I could. And at the same time, though, I didn't want Jack to be the only one who was having to have the burden of making the money, right? So I wanted to contribute to our family income, but at the same time have the flexibility to be there for my children and my family. And then where do you want to go with your business? And what will change in your life when you do? I didn't realize how much freedom and flexibility it was giving us, or was going to give us. And I certainly hadn't envisioned us getting free trips out of it, but it did happen. Also, the car payments were never on my horizon. And now they are such a relief for us, knowing that we can fall back and don't have to worry about that. So if there is a goal within Shaklee, then write it down. Write down why you want to achieve that and send it to your upline. And if that is me, then send it to me. Also think about who you can help, who needs your help in your friend circle that could benefit from better health, who has children who are getting sick all the time and you would like to help them so that mom and dad can feel better about it. Generally, when introducing Shaklee to others, I have found that the Ready Set Wellness in particular, but also some of the other bundles, are really the best way to start. The Ready Set Wellness, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is either Meology or Vitalizer with the shakes and then a free product boost. The reason why I help most people to start with that is that it's such an amazing, amazing deal. It's $179, but the value is much, much higher for all of those. And that free product boost is really so helpful for many because they can choose whatever is perfect for their lifestyle. When that isn't, and yeah, I don't know if you know this, but you can only have that Ready Set Wellness kit for $179 when you first sponsor into Shaklee. So when you get started as a member. Now, after that, you can still purchase it, but you won't get it for that amazing price. So I don't want anybody to miss out on that. So I recommend that most. For one, because it's a really good value. And B, I know that with the vitamins and the shakes, they are going to feel their absolute best. Now, if that is not one of their goals, maybe weight loss is more important, then I usually recommend the turnaround kit. I also have people that start with our amazing youth line or the Get Clean kit. Those are all great ways to start. And once they are a member, they can take advantage of all the other amazing products that we have to offer. So, and that brings me to you. Thank you for being you and for sharing with those around you. And now let's open this up for questions. Let me stop that. Okie dokes. Any questions? Camry, I can't hear you if you're talking to us.
I must have muted myself. Sorry about that.
No problem at all.
Either that or the dog did, because he was jumping on me at one point. No, I think you did a good job of answering all my questions. I don't
Okay.
know about anybody else.
Okay, awesome. So if you ever want to take advantage of those ambassador specials, and if anybody wants me to tag them in those so that they can look at those as they are placing their orders, let me know and I'll be happy to do so. And those are lifelong. There's no limit to those. And they are really amazing things, especially those coupons, if you have heard that. Anybody else? Okay, then this is what I have for you right now. If you have anything else, shoot me a message. And next week, I will get into detail on how you can benefit in your taxes that are going to be due in a few months, right? And how you can do that, whether or not you're making a profit or a big bonus check with Shaklee, or whether you're not. So you can have tax benefits either way. And if you want to learn about that, we'll talk about this next Thursday at 1 p.m., same Zoom.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Tammy. You too.
Sounds
Bye-bye.
great. Thank you.
Make you real popular.